Okay, let's get started of our lesson, okay? At the first beginning, let's do the prayer. Let's sit upright, place our palms together, and concentrate on the prayer below. We take refuge with our Master. We take refuge with Shakyamuni Buddha. We take refuge with all the triple jewel of the 10 directions and the 3 periods of time. Verse for open your future. The unsurpassed profound wonderful Dharma in hundreds of millions of years is difficult to encounter. When I see and hear it, receive and behold it, and without to fathom the Tathagata's true meaning, and without to practice the Tathagata's true way, and without to attain the Tathagata's true state, we vow that we can spontaneously express the Buddha's understanding, Buddha's view, Buddha's wisdom, Buddha's merit and virtue, Buddha's capability and Buddha's state through our action, speech, and thoughts. We also vow that all the living beings can enter into the Buddha's understanding. Buddha's view, Buddha's wisdom, Buddha's merit and virtue, Buddha's capability, and Buddha's state all into us. So that's the prayer for today's lesson. And yesterday we've learned a sentence such as this. It is very short, right? Who would like to recite it? Can we remember it?
Manifestation of my own inner journey. The intently the outer manifestation. This film is simply the outer manifestation of my own inner journey. This film is simply the outer manifestation of my own inner journey. This film is simply the outer manifestation of my own inner journey. This film is simply the outer manifestation of my own inner journey. This film is simply the outer manifestation of my own inner journey. This film is simply the outer manifestation of my own inner journey.
Yeah, all right. Good morning, everybody. So, who would like to try to recite it? I've seen that, first one is Lotus. Hello, Lotus.
Good morning.
Hi, Lotus. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Okay, maybe your mic doesn't work. How about you, Alice? Yeah, would you like to try to recite the sentence?
This film is simply the outer manifestation of my own inner journey.
Yes, correctly. Yes, fantastic. Thank you so much, Alice. Hey, Lotus, how about this time? Does it work now? The sound of current. Would you like to re-enter and join us later? Sorry. Sound effect. Sound effect. The sound of current. Current. Okay, I like to try. Please listen to me. Okay, Alice, please listen to me. And this film is simply the outer manifestation of my own inner journey. Yeah, this film is simply the outer manifestation of my own inner journey. So that's it, right?
Yeah, perfect. Indeed.
Yes, thank you, Alice. And how about you, Lotus? Does it work now? No worries. Just try again.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
can.
you can hear
Yeah.
my voice?
Yes, clearly.
Oh, it's so great. Good morning, teacher. I'm so glad to take part in your class again.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm honored. I'm honored to have you. Okay, to listen to you. Yes, please.
Okay, I would like to recite this sentence.
Yes, please, please.
This film is simply the outer manifestation of my own inner journey. That's all.
Yes, fantastic. Yeah, thank you so much. So that's what we learned yesterday. This film is simply the outer manifestation of my own inner journey. Listen to it again. And here simply means only, right? And there is an Anthony. Anthony. Okay. Anthony. Sometimes is Tony, but here is Anthony. Anthony means opposite word group, words, opposite phrases. So him is outer, the outer manifestation and the inner journey. Outer, opposite to inner. And simply also means only, just. Okay.
This film is simply the outer manifestation of my own inner journey.
It's simply the outer manifestation of my own inner journey. Okay, let's go. That's it. Let's go ahead with our sentence 6. Sentence 6 is quite easy. So maybe if we have time, we can continue with sentence 7. Okay. Sentence 6 is like this. Let's listen to it first.
This film is simply the outer manifestation of my own inner journey. The intention is not to teach you about samadhi or provide information for your mind.
Yes, yesterday we've learned this sentence. The intention, is a bit longer.
To inspire you to directly discover your true nature. To inspire you to samadhi or provide information for your mind. Intention is simply the outer manifestation of my own inner journey. The intention is not to teach manifestation of my own inner journey. The intention is not to teach you about samadhi or provide information for your mind, but to inspire you to directly discover your true nature. The intention is not to teach you about samadhi or provide information for your mind, but to inspire you to directly discover your true nature. The intention is not to teach you about samadhi or provide information for your mind, but to inspire you to directly discover your true nature.
Yeah, this is the real what we learned yesterday. I forgot, sorry. So who would like to try to recite it? It is a bit longer, but the sentence structure is laid by not all but. So who would like to try to recite it? Teach somebody. Provide information for mind to discover directly discover value as well as directly discover each nature. Okay, and so Alice, you please. Hello, Alice. Would you
Yeah,
like to recite it?
yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Any?
clearly. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah, I would like to. The intention, uh, the intention is not to is not to teach you about samadhi or provide information for your mind, but to inspire you to directly discover your true nature.
Yes, correctly. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Alice. And then it's your turn. Lotus, right? Lotus, you please.
Okay, I would like to try it. The intention is not to teach you about samadhi or provide information for your mind, but to inspire you to directly discover your true nature. Thank you.
Yes, indeed, correctly. So fluently. Yes, thank you. And I will read it for you. I will recite it for you. The intention is not to teach you about samadhi or provide information for your mind, but to inspire you to directly discover your true nature. So that's it. That's what we learned yesterday. Okay, let's move ahead. Move ahead with this sentence, okay? Sentence 6. Let's go ahead.
The intention is not to teach you about samadhi or provide information for your mind, but to inspire you to directly discover your true nature. Samadhi is relevant now more. Samadhi is relevant now more than ever. Samadhi is relevant now more than ever. Samadhi is relevant now more than ever.
Yes, samadhi is relevant now more than ever. Samadhi is relevant now more than ever. So the relevant has a quite different meaning. Yeah, as is normals. Yeah, it's very difficult. It is very different. It's relevant. Here, what does it mean? More than ever. Ever, what does it mean? So the let's go to the words and expressions first, okay? Relevant. Samadhi is relevant now. Relevant. The pronunciation, there are 3 syllables. And the stress is on relevant. It means having ideas that are valuable and useful to people in their lives and work. Having ideas that are valuable and useful to people in their lives and work. And here, relevant in our text, it means, I mean that in this context, it means relevant, it means important. Yeah, meaningful, and it also means valuable, meaningful, valuable, useful. Yeah, meaningful and useful is very important, significant, important, useful, valuable. So it is not to related to something, in such kind of meaning. It's not express the relationship to something, but it means important, meaningful, useful, valuable here, relevant. And then another word is ever. Ever, what does it mean? What's the emphasizing? Used to what's the paraphrasing? It is used to emphasize when you are comparing things. Used for emphasize when you are comparing things. Now here is a comparison. More than ever. Yeah, here I also mentioned in the grammar. Now, yeah, it's time for you to practice these two new words, okay? First one is relevant. Pay attention to its meaning. It is useful and it is valuable and useful here. It is not it's relevant has its own fundamental meaning. It means to relative to something. Yeah, but here is useful and meaningful and valuable. Now, who would like to try to pronounce these two sentences? It's not difficult, right? Okay, let us you please. Hello, Lotus.
Relevant.
Yeah.
Relevant. Right?
Yes, perfect. Go ahead.
Ever.
Yes, ever. Yeah, who would like to chime on these two new words? Because especially pay attention to its meaning, and then it is helpful for you to comprehend the content about the sentence 5, right? If no, I think we need to go to the grammar. Okay, sentence 6. Okay, virtue, you please. Sorry. Yes, virtue. Your English name is virtue. Yes, please.
Hello, teacher. Okay. Relevant. Ever.
Yes, perfect. Now
Thank
let's
you.
go to the points of grammar. The samadhi is relevant now more than ever. Here, relevant, it means valuable. It needs us to pay attention to it because it is very useful, especially in the current society, in the current situation. Yeah, especially in our country, there is no religion, maybe, and even, yeah, how to say something about samadhi. Yeah, how dare. Now let's go ahead with samadhi with the grammar. The grammar is more than always used to introduce the second part of the comparison. Comparison. Do you know? More than. And here, yeah, we can rewrite the sentence. Do you know rewrite the sentence? Rewrite the sentence. Such as samadhi is more relevant now than ever. Do you agree with me? Yeah, samadhi here. Yeah. Okay. Samadhi is more, yeah, because more can use to describe the ADJ adjective is more relevant now than ever. I think in this order, maybe you are so familiar with it. Something is more ADJ adjective than ever. Now is the current time, and ever is have been from the past to now. So now than ever is very, is very clear. The comparison is between now and ever, and the word relevant is an adjective, and it can be described, and is higher level is higher level is worse in comparison is more, and the top level is most relevant, more relevant, most relevant. So here it is more relevant. Samadhi is more relevant now than ever. I think in this order we can comprehend it clearly, right? Yes, more at ADJ and more usually used to describe the comparison level of ADJ or ADV. ADJ or ADV, yes, letters. So why use more, not use ER or EST? Cause here the relevant is more than 2 syllables, you know. Syllables more than 2 syllables. Even adjective or adverb has 2 more syllables. We need more or most to help it to get its comparison, or to get its comparison more, and the higher the top, to reach the higher the top. So that's it. Samadhi is more relevant than ever. Now is more relevant now than ever. So use more to describe the adjective. So here it is, the grammar 1. And grammar point 1 and point 2 is ever. Ever used to emphasize is used for emphasize when you are comparing things. When you are comparing things, ever, then ever, and ever actually is an ADJ, ADV, I think. Okay, so here is more than ever, used in the comparison, used in the comparisons, used in the situation of a comparing things. Okay, this is the point 2. And how about point 3 and 4? Point 3 is the perfect tenses. Do you know perfect tenses? Have done something. Oh, sorry. Let me check. Within this simple sentence, there are just 2 grammar. And then we can go ahead, just 2 grammar. First one is more than, and the second one is ever. And also the reason, extensive knowledge about more to describe, use more to describe some adjectives more than 2 syllables. So here it is. Thank you, Lotus. I think you know now. Yeah, thank you. So let's review what we've learned. Yeah, the order is not. The second one is words and expressions, and then grammar, then comprehension. I think for this sentence it's not hard to comprehend, right? And then I think quotation. There isn't any quotation from Shurangama Sutra or any other Buddha sutras. So we can go ahead with our shadowing. On this sentence, let me double check. It's a simple sentence, not so difficult. There is no phrases, and also at neither and either. There is no phrases, neither relative clause or some other clauses. Okay, let's go ahead with the imitation. I mean that the shadowing. Let's go ahead with it.
Samadhi is relevant now more than ever. Samadhi is relevant now more than ever. Samadhi is relevant now more than ever.
Yeah, there is a stop between. Repeat. Okay, let's go ahead.
Samadhi is relevant now more than ever. Samadhi is relevant now more than ever. Samadhi is relevant now more than ever.
Yes, who would like to try to follow it? Yes, let us you first.
Samadhi is relevant now more than ever.
One, yeah, exactly. One more time, 2 times for shadowing, okay?
Okay. Samadhi is relevant now more than ever.
Yes, thank you so much. Excellent, thank you. And then virtue, it's your time to read it.
Okay. Samadhi is relevant now more than ever. Samadhi is relevant now more than ever. Thank you.
Yes, I think, yeah, you have the same intonation with the video, the same with, yeah, exactly. Let's go ahead with it, okay, 3 more times.
Samadhi is relevant now more than ever. Samadhi is relevant now more than ever.
Yeah, I would like to try it for all of you. Samadhi is relevant now more than ever. Samadhi is relevant now more than ever. So who would like to try to recite it? It is a simple sentence and yeah, just has simple structure. Yeah, you please let us.
Samadhi is relevant now more than ever. Samadhi is relevant now more than ever.
Yes, perfect. Exactly. So you know the meaning of relevant now?
Important or useful.
Yes, I totally agree. I think you can understand me. You can follow me. Yes, excellent. Yeah, yes. 4 marks. Excellent. Thank you, Virtue. It's your time to recite it, please. Hello, Virtue. Are you with us?
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Hello,
Hi.
teacher. Hi.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. Samadhi is relevant now more than ever. Samadhi is relevant now more than ever.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, in
Thank
the
you.
meaning. Yeah, yes, exactly. 4 months. And from the comprehension aspect, I think we can rewrite this sentence as this is more relevant now than ever. And you can also you are also treat more than ever as a phrases. Do you know phrase? Do you know phrase? I think Lotus you may know it. It means that word or several words linked together. Made of made 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 up by several words. So you can treat more than ever as a phrase, okay? More than ever as a phrase. So that's the grammar and the recitation about this sentence is easy. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 words together. So who would like to try more? Yes, phrases are made up of several words, not a sentence, just a phrase. And the smallest unit is word, and then expressions. Also, oh yes, a phrase also means expressions, and the phrase, the smallest unit is word, and then phrase, and then sentence, simple sentence, and then sentence with clauses such as this. Okay, so let's go ahead. Nobody else to recite this sentence? If no, I think we can go ahead with another sentence 7, because sentence 6 is really simple. Okay, let's recite the sentence 6 for all of you. Hey, Lotus, please keep an eye for me, okay? Yeah. Yes. Is really how easy it is. Okay, let me try. Samadhi is relevant. Now. And samadhi is relevant now more than ever. Samadhi is relevant now more than ever. So that's the recitation of sentence 6. Let's go ahead with our sentence 7. And sentence 7 is it is also a simple sentence. Not sentence. It is a complex sentence. Complex sentence because there are two clauses, right? There are two clauses. One is will, induced by will, led by will, and the other is by what. So let's go ahead with the video first. And we need to learn the right authentic way, to pronounce, to make our intonation right, okay?
We are at a time in history where we have not only forgotten samadhi, but we've forgotten what we forgot. Only forgotten samadhi. We are at a time in history where we have not only forgotten samadhi. We are at a time in history where we have not only never. We are at a time in history where we have not only forgotten samadhi, but we've forgotten what we forgot. We are at a time in history where we have not only forgotten samadhi, but we've forgotten what we forgot. We are at a time in history where we have not only forgotten samadhi, but we've forgotten what we forgot.
Yeah, it is a bit difficult for the sentence structure, but no worries. Yeah, we can analyze it little by little, step by step. And the whole sentence, there is a main clause. This is the main clause. Well, at the time, this is the main clause, and then there is a relatives clause led by well, and there is a group, there is a phrase, there is a link words, not only but, and then there is another clause, and I think it is how to say it. It is a clause works as the object. Yeah, works as the object, right? What we forgot works as a noun, as the object of have forgotten something. So works as something. Okay, works as the object. So that's a whole sentence structure. Let's go to the video. 2 more times, and then we can learn the new words and expressions and phrases. Okay.
We are at a time in history where we have not only forgotten samadhi, but we've forgotten what we forgot. We are at a time in history where we have not only forgotten samadhi, but we've forgotten what we forgot. We are at a time in history where we have not only forgotten samadhi, but we've forgotten what we forgot.
Yes, that's it. Let's go to the words and expressions. We're at the time in history, we have not only forgotten samadhi, but we have forgotten what we've got, what we forgot. Yes. Okay. The new words is the history and forgotten. Let's go to it. History or history, but in the current time we always admit t, t. So it pronounced history. It means the past event concerned in the development of a particular place, subject, etc. It is not also describe a time, but it also describe a place, a particular place, the past event. So it includes time and place, because there are some events concerned. What does it mean? Relative. Yes, has including the development of a particular place, subject, time, and people who involved in. So here is the history, and then forgotten. And forgotten is a past particle. Do you know past particle? I will write it here, right? Past particle. Because there are some verb forms. Past particle. Particle, right? Past particle. Past particle means, a kind of verb, a kind of a form of verb. Past particle, and for the forgotten, its original verb form is forget, and then we can sound it like this. We can say it like this: forget, forgot, forgotten, forget, forgot, forgotten, forget, forgot, forgotten. So the forgotten is the past particle of forget. So here it is. What does forget mean? To be unable, unable to remember something that has happened in the past, or information that you knew in the past. Or information that you knew in the past. And the most important thing in the paraphrasing is be unable to remember. Yes. I still remember a story, about the father. There is a film about father. He forgot. Yeah, he forgot what had happened in his life, in his world. He always forgot something, and he just lived in his own world and forgot the things happened around him. So that's a terrible issue. So be unable to remember. This key meaning in the key words, that be unable to remember. Okay, that's the two new words. Who would like to try to recite them? past participle. The past participle. The past participle, right? The participle or participle. I remember it. Participle. Yeah, thank you for your teaching in the latest past participle. Okay, I learned. Thank you. I just learned general. I just remember the general expression about parties, past parties, past participle, past participle. Okay, yeah, Lotus, you please first to read the new words.
History, history, or history. Both okay, teacher?
Yes, I think so. I agree.
Forgotten, forgotten. Thank you.
Yes, and you can recite forget, forgot, forgotten in this way. Yeah, thank you. And then, yeah, Alice. Hello, Alice.
Hello, Enid. History, history. Forgotten, forgotten. Forgotten, forgotten. Thank you.
Yes, exactly. Thank you for your excellent, the top standard pronunciation in the phonetic symbol. Yeah, thank you so much. And also, virtue, it's your time to practice.
Okay.
Please get a mic. Yes.
History, history. Forgotten, forgotten. Thank you.
Yes, fantastic. Yes, thank you for your excellent. Yeah, your pronunciation is really well. It's really good. Thank you. And virtues, vigorous, sorry. Vigorous, hello, vigorous. Welcome.
Good morning, teacher.
Yeah, good morning, vigorous.
Yeah. History, history. Forgotten, forgotten.
That's correct. Yeah, you
Thank
are
you.
wonderful. Yeah, fantastic. Marvelous. Let's go ahead with the sentence, okay, the grammar. Let's listen to it 3 more times. I really enjoy the reading from the video.
We are at a time in history where we have not only forgotten samadhi, but we've forgotten what we forgot. We are at a time in history where we have not only forgotten samadhi, but we've forgotten what we forgot. We are at a time in history where we have not only forgotten samadhi, but we've forgotten what we forgot.
Yes, that's the sentence. For the grammar, as analyzed before, there are 4 points. One point is relative clause. Relative clause. Yeah, led by well. Led by well. So well, what does it mean? Well, usually used after words or phrases. Yeah, have you seen phrases? Words or phrases that refer to a place or situation to mean at, in, or to which. So it means that will works as a verb. Works as a verb, but it can be transferred to proposition plus which. The propositions are at, in, or to. So here, I think it can be transferred to in which. Which means history, and in is same in. So in history. So that's why we use well, because well not just replace history. He replaced the 2 words together. So well. At the time in history well. At the time well. At the time in history, not just replace history, because he can, because will can be replaced by in and which named history. Okay, so that's why we use where here. I think you can understand it, right? And if you would like to rewrite this sentence, we can write it like this. We have not only blah blah the whole sentence here in history. In history. Well, it means in history. So well can be replaced by two words in history. Okay, so that's it. That's the grammar point 1. Will and will can be equals to equals to in which, and it means in history. So that's it. That's the will meaning. Will function. Yeah, it works as two words in which in history. And then there is a subordinate. Do you know subordinate clause? Subordinate clause, and is subordinate. A subordinate clause is opposite to main clause. Main clause is where the time is the main clause, and the subordinate clause is what, and also the will late relative clause. The relative clause is also a subordinate clause, is a kind of subordinate clause. So subordinate clause, what can be laid on clause to replace the subjects or objects. Here, what laid what leads a subordinate clause to replace the object and be placed after have forgotten. Okay, so here what does it mean? What works as the object after have forgotten? I think you can comprehend it, somebody. Yeah, here it is. That's the grammar point. And subordinate clause, what introduced by what, and what we forgot, and we also can rewrite what we forgot. The normal order is that we forgot what. Yeah, that's it. So for the subordinate clause, we need to put what in the front of we forgot, in front of we forgot. So that's the grammar 2. There are two clauses, the two subordinate clauses. One is the relative clauses, and the other is what. As an what clause works as a noun and also works as the object here in the subordinate clause. So that's the 2 point of grammar, and let's go ahead with another 2. And there is also a tense, perfect tenses. Perfect tenses have done something. So this is the outstanding. This is the particular. This is the particular attributes. This is the attribute of perfect tenses. Have done something. So here we used have forgotten something. Yeah, repeat for have forgotten. This is the perfect tenses. Perfect tenses. I have forgotten. Oh, this is the past particle, right? I'm not sure particle. Let's double check with it. Let's check it. Yeah, participle. Oh, sorry.
Participle.
I write a wrong word. Participle. participle. It's really hard to keep these technical words in mind. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Participle. Participle. Yeah, here it is. This is the right one. Participle. All right. So here have forgotten, and forgotten is the past participle of forget. And then there is a link word, link phrases, not only but also, and sometimes also can be admitted. Do you know? Do you remember? So here there is not also. It can be admit, it can be cancelled. So not only but also it can also be explained but also, and this is the point 4, and there is have done something, and there is a will, and there is a what clauses. So there are two clauses introduced by will and what, and then there is a link words, not only but also, not only but also. So they are all grammar points. So that's the grammar today for this sentence. Sentence 7. We've learned sentence 7. So it's time for us to shadow the sentence. Let's go for it. Okay.
We are at a time in history where we have not only forgotten samadhi, but we've forgotten what we forgot. We are at a time in history where we have not only forgotten samadhi, but we've forgotten what we forgot. We are at a time in history where we have not only forgotten samadhi, but we've forgotten what we forgot.
Yeah, let's pay attention to. So we know that will equals in history, the two words, all right? So I will erase it. And then at the time, we need to pay attention to the stressed words and to assist us to follow it, okay?
We are at a time in history where
So here, while the time in history, we've
not only forgotten samadhi, but we've forgotten what we forgot.
so we've not only forgotten samadhi, also samadhi, because samadhi is a noun, but we've forgotten what we forgot. So in the orange color, orange, dark orange color, these words I need to be stressed, okay? Let's pay attention to the stressed words and follow and to shadow the sentence.
We are at a time in history where we have not only forgotten samadhi, but we've forgotten what we forgot.
So here it is. Who would like to practice? I like to play it for you. So who? It's a show time now. Okay, Lotus, you please. Hello, Lotus.
Teacher,
Yeah, okay, I like to play it for you.
thank you.
We are at a time in history where we have not only forgotten samadhi, but we've forgotten what we forgot.
Yes, please.
We are at a time in history where we have not only forgotten samadhi, but we have forgotten what we forgot. Forgot.
Yes. Perfect. One more time, please, because shadow needs twice together. Yeah, you please.
We are at a time in history where we haven't only forgotten samadhi, but we have forgotten what we forgot. Thank you.
Yes, you can pronounce we have with because in the You speak English. It can be, with. Let's listen to it again.
We are at a time in history where we have not only forgotten Samadhi, but we've forgotten what we forgot.
Right?
Yeah.
We've forgotten.
Yes.
We've forgotten what we forgot. Yes, perfect. Thank you, Lettuce. I really appreciate your help. Yeah, thank you for the typing. Yeah, I think you got all the details about grammar. Thank you so much. And also, yeah, Alice, you please. Hello, Alice.
Yeah, hello, Enid.
Yeah, I played for you.
We are at a time in history where we have not only forgotten Samadhi, but we've forgotten what we forgot.
Okay.
Yes, you please.
Okay. We are at a time in history where we've not only forgotten Samadhi, but we've forgotten what we forgot.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Once again, please. I really enjoyed.
We're at a time in history where we've not only forgotten Samadhi, but we've forgotten what we forgot.
Yes, that exactly. Yes, we need to use the omission. Yeah, omission, do you know? The abbreviation. Here it is in this way. Yeah. We're at the time, even the we're at the time in history. So there are some difference between writing and speaking. Speaking use the, as we know, use the brief way, use the simple way. You can omit some words. You can use the abbreviation. We are, we have, we've, such as this, in this way. Okay, let's follow it one more time and focus on the omission place. Okay.
We are at a time in history where we have not only forgotten Samadhi, but we've forgotten what we forgot.
Yeah, we got the point. And then I'd like to play it for you one more time. The virtue, you please. Okay, I played it for you.
Hello.
We are at a time in history where we have not only forgotten Samadhi, but we've forgotten what we forgot. We are at a time in history where we have not only forgotten Samadhi, but we've forgotten what we forgot.
Yes, you please. Virtue, your time. It's your time, please. Virtue, I cannot hear you. Yes, your time.
Okay. We are at a time in history where we've not only forgotten Samadhi, but we've forgotten what we forgot.
Yeah, excellent. I was moved by you. I think your pronunciation, your intonation is perfect. Really, it is. You can follow every detail from the video. Yeah, excellent, genius, talented.
Thank you.
So that's all for today, and that's all for this week. See you next week on this lecture. Okay, let's go ahead next week. Thank you. Have a good weekend. Let's go to Hugo's lecture. Okay, let's go to.